Imbento lang.
Welcome to Imbento Lang, the show where we delve into the minds of Filipino inventors and innovators who have left an indelible mark on science and technology. I'm your host, Steve, and today we have the privilege of talking to none other than Mr. Lemuel Arizo. Mr. Lemuel Arizo is the chairman of the board of TesLab Arc Incorporated, responsible for overseeing various business segments, including research and development, innovation applications, communications, investor relations, market strategy, portfolio management, and product and business development. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from Adamson University, a Master of Hydrotherapy from Seoul Jiangxin University, an Applied MBA from Executive Development Academy, and is currently pursuing a Master of Renewable Energy at the Renewable Energy Institute. Sir Lemuel's career began in 1994 as an assistant research chemist at Adamson University Technology and Research Center. He then worked stints in both technical and business roles at Edward Keller Philippines Incorporated, Universal Robina Corporation, Chase Chemical, Secura International, Hamburg Trading, and Conquest Incorporated. He spent 14 years at Unicom Ingredients Philippines Incorporated, managing business development in the food and beverage industry. He served as president of Socialpreneur Incorporated before becoming chairman of TesLab Arc Incorporated in 2023. He has also been a board member of the Filipino Inventor Society since 2009. Sir Lemuel is a patent holder who continues to explore more ways to contribute to society in the field of chemistry, biotechnology, and renewable energy. Join us as we uncover the stories of Filipino inventors. This is Imbento Lang. Stay tuned for our conversation with Sir Lemuel. Hello, Sir Lemuel. Welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you here and for joining us today, sir.
Good morning, Steve. Thank you for inviting us and to be part of your Invento Lang.
Let's talk about you, sir, as an innovator. Pwede niyo po ba kaming bigyan ng kwento kung paano po kayo naging isang inventor and patungo sa pagiging chairman ng inyong corporation?
Well, Steve, it's a long story kasi bata pa tayo. I've been involved in agriculture, sa aquaculture from the province. Started in barangay. So I saw problem, people with the irrigation, how we are spending a lot of money pagdating sa water pump for fish pond at saka sa agriculture sa bukid. So I think that's the time na nagring sa isip ko na one day ano ba yung gagawin ko. So time passed, so I studied in high school, and then pagdating ng college, I chose either nursing, and then I learned that there is one division yung chemistry, and then start to research. Then I am very happy kasi nakita ko everything sa surrounding is made of chemistry.
Yes.
So I pursue chemistry kasi anything itong hawak natin, anything is made of chemistry. So, well, I'm not the best in school, but ang pag-invent is like if you are very passionate of what you are doing, the nature will unlock and give to you the solution. So, makulit lang tayo. So, I keep on studying, researching. So, that's the start. So, then, nagtrabaho tayo. That's the time that I'm involved in many division, many things, challenge, problem solving. So I think the point for invention, it's the mother of necessity. Diba? So if you have a big problem na try to solve, so you have to look at all angles kung saan ka magiging part.
Na-mention niyo, sir, yung problems. But for now, sir, siguro I want to take a step back. Ano po naging inspirasyon niyo or motivation? Alam ko na mention niyo po about aquaculture and irrigation yung pinaka nakita nyo sa when you were growing up.
Yes.
Nag-carry over po ba yun while you were studying your chemistry bachelor's?
Oh, yes, yes. So, nakita natin one day what will be ano yung mga system na involved sa aquaculture, no? So, number one, there are many things. So, water system, oxygen is part, so food, so lahat yun. Tinignan natin yung angle na yun. So, all the knowledge dahan-dahang pumapasok naman sa atin. So then with our exposure internationally, so we start to get more ideas. How one day, sabi ko, we will have a progressive agriculture. Especially nakita natin, Philippines, we are archipelago. The vision, we should be the biggest exporter of seawater aquaculture, no? Kasi ang dami nating dagat, di ba? But I think hindi tayo napupunta ron. So, yun yung nakikita natin na it's a big prospect na pwedeng pumunta ang Philippines, that we could be the biggest exporter of seawater na mga isda.
During my introduction to you, sir, napansin ko po na you held many roles in different companies, sir.
Yes.
Until you became the co-founder or the president of Tesla Art Incorporated.
Yes,
Paano yun nangyari, sir? How did you, what is the story behind that?
Well, tayo naman, I think it's good that we have a lot of experience. You start from the smallest position. Diba? So you look at everything, every angle, yung mga challenge, because making a company is a lot of challenge. So many times. So out of, sabi ko nga, out of 100 magtatayong company, nakita natin, in 5 years, baka 10 na lang natira. After 10 years, isa na lang. The same with invention. So there are a lot of challenge in invention. Diba? So yung ating ginagawa, it took me 20 years before ma-perfect. So pwedeng itong idea, hindi obra. So, and then, what I start to study, nakita natin, God created everything. No? Actually, tayong human, actually, sabi ko nga, I think our role is just to innovate. Look at the surrounding. Kasi lahat naman yan, binigyan ng Diyos, from the principle of physics, everything. Like yung mga bird, just study how they fly, the plants, how they get the water, how they process. So, dyan nag-start landscape.
Right. Sir Lemuel, meron po bang benefit of starting your own company? Bakit hindi na lang po tayo mag-imbento while we're holding a role in a big corporation?
Well, that's point na nakita natin, di ba? Kasi when you work with company and you are doing something as you are employed, you will have some challenge in the future. I know some Filipino, he work in Japan company, and then he tried to patent, and then he found out, he do not own that invention because he is working. So, I think yun yung isa nakita natin. We saw a lot of people, some Filipino, they are part of innovator inside. They thought they own that proprietor, di ba? Kaya lang, nung nakita ng company pala yun, di ba? So, that's what we learned. So, ito sa atin, company na. That's why we built the Tesla Bark.
Very good, sir. That's very inspiring, and I think part of it rin yung gusto nyo maging truly Filipino yung produkto.
Yes. So, we want na Philippines naman, no? That's why, meron tayong movement, tawag nating Innovation.
Innovation?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Innovation is a movement that we form now, that our country could be the next great country, not through political, but through innovation. No?
Right.
So, because I think there are a lot of good Filipino, no? I just want to mention one name, di ba? It's okay?
Sure.
Si Juslado Banatao. I do not know if you heard about Banatao, di ba? He is actually the father of microchips, di ba? The GPS. So, but then, it's not Philippines ang nakinabang. It's Intel. So, sayang, di ba? So, yung dream natin, why we form the Innovation. Actually, tawag ko dyan is Renaissance of Philippines. No? It's the rebirth of Philippines. So, I've been to Europe many times. So, palagi ako sa Italy. So, then, that's the start na sabi ko, wow, Italy started the Renaissance. So, I was in Florence many times. So, I started to study. In 12th century, Italy became the envy of the whole world. Akala nga nila may naglanding na alien eh. Kasi think of most of invention started in Italy. Electricity. The first man who produced the continuous production of electricity is Alessandro Volta, diba? In a battery. So then nagkaroon ng innovation. In art, sila Leonardo, diba?
Yeah.
Galileo, kinulong pa yan. Nakala nila nagpa-practice ng witchcraft. Diba? Because he can predict yun because of the telescope. Diba? And then dumating din sila Filippo Brunelleschi, who siya yung gumawa ng domo without any bakal yan, di ba? It's standing in a dome size, di ba? In art type. But they just dig that technology from the Roman Empire, from the Greek system before. So doon tayo nakita natin na wow, we need a renaissance. And that movement, ni-start din ng Amerika. In 1869, they started. Although that time, America is still in civil war, di ba? But there are 5 persons who started innovation in America. Sila Vanderbilt, Henry Ford, Sila Rockefeller, Carnegie. So, Carnegie, sabi ko, he's the real Superman, the man of steel. Because they make America a great nation. So, a simple innovation can make a country very great. Diba? Tignan mo, simplest invention na buhay pa hanggang ngayon. Alam mo kung ano yun?
Ano po?
Alam mo yung pang-ahit?
Gillette.
Yes, until now. It's a 100 years company. Simple lang, di ba? Very simple innovation but worth $1 billion now,
Yes.
di ba? So, but just imagine how much economy na contribute na sa America, the nation, di ba? So, but then, nung nag-boom ang America, sunod-sunod na, di ba? Like Wrigley's, chocolates, everything. Lot of simple innovation but make a big contribution sa America.
And speaking of contribution, sir, you talk about this renaissance of Philippine innovation, sir.
Yes.
Ano pong kino-contribute ngayon ng Tesla Art?
Wow, very
Incorporated?
good yan. Very good, di ba? So ito, may nakita tayong industry na that we will be focusing. Number one is renewable energy. Another is yung agriculture. And then, pangatlo yung sa environment.
Okay. Could you take us through these different applications, sir?
Well, ang maganda rito, na-incorporate pa natin, no? Ang basura.
Oh.
Yes, we call it the waste cycle art, di ba?
The waste cycle art.
Yes, kasi ang Pilipinas, we are one of the major polluter ng plastic sa the open sea, di ba?
Okay.
Bakit? Philippines is a sachet country.
Yeah.
So, imagine, by 2035, sabi ko nga, pag hindi tayo magtitik ng action, mas marami na tayong mahuhuling na plastic sa dagat kaysa isda.
Mm.
So, it's nakakaya sa Pilipinas yun. Diba? So, we must have to take action.
Very urgent.
Yes. So, by doing collaboration, we are able to produce now that plastic, yung mga coffee, di ba? Like, yung kape ng Coffee Co, Nescafe, everything na sachet. Yung one-use plastic na tinatawag yan, di ba? Kasi yung mga bottle, may nagre-recover yan, nabibenta sa mga junk shop. But for the sachet, halos wala yan. So, that's where we innovate, di ba? So, yung mga sachet na yan, we form into board. And then, yung board na yan, naging part ng art. That's one application, di ba? And then, gagawa rin tayo ng tawag nating bahay na basura. So, bahay na gawa sa basura, it's a board coming from plastic. Pamalit mo na sa plywood. So, ang maganda rito, matibay siya. Hindi siya nasisira basta-basta, even fire rated siya. And then kahit nasa dagat yan, hindi siya nagwo-work compare mo sa plywood. So that's one application, bangka na basura. Then that using that board, bakit sabi ko gagamitin natin in renewable energy. So that board we will use, actually we have a technology. This is using the gravitational force between the earth and moon. So we can produce energy out of that, di ba? So, ang Philippines, I think we are archipelago. So, makakinabang tayo ng malaki dyan. Pangalawa naman, yung agriculture.
Yes.
So, ang Pilipinas, actually, sorry to, sinaiwan na tayo. Tinuruan natin yung mga Cambodian, mga Vietnamese, mga Thailander, mukhang mas, tsaka Indian, nag-aral sa atin yan. Mas magaling na sila sa atin.
And now we're importing products from them.
Yes, and I think we will be the biggest importer of rice. Di ba? But Erie is here, di ba? Pearl rice is here, di ba? So, kailang nakita naman natin, there is advantage of also Thailand tsaka Cambodia because they have the Mekong Delta River.
Okay.
So, they have a whole year-round supply of fresh water.
Okay.
Yan yung kulang sa atin. So, yan po yung inisip natin. So, nakita natin that Philippines, we have a continuous na ulan, di ba? During rainy days, we have up to 20 na typhoon yan, di ba? So, pag umulan sa bundok yan, ulan yan, aagos yan, pupunta sa creek, sa streams, malilit na river, pupunta sa major river, din tapon, punta na sa dagat. So, tapos na. Pag summer, wala na tayong tubig.
Yeah.
So, that's where our innovation will come. And I think this will very, very big impact the whole of Philippines. Bakit? Summer agriculture is the best time to do agriculture. Wala kang typhoon calamities. But the biggest challenge dyan is water.
Source of water.
Yun. So, our technology, pag umulan, i-hold na natin yung tubig in mountain, in cascading mo yan. So, lahat ng tubig maipon natin. Hindi naman lahat. Kasi hindi mo naman maipon lahat yan. Tatapon yan. But we will hold a lot of water. So, what we will solve? Number one, we will help to mitigate yung flooding.
Okay.
Second, the soil erosion and siltation, maayos na natin yan. Di ba? But the major, may tubig na yung farmers. So, mayroon silang tubig. Kasi tubig ang major factor sa agriculture, di ba?
So it's cascading, sir, instead of a dam like na isang malaking body of water.
Yes, a dam is okay, but when you build a dam like Amboklao, San Roque, you need big investment.
Big investment.
And then not only you
equipment.
have to create a road, you have many things, di ba?
Yes.
So our technology is very simple. Gawa sa basura natin yan, na technology, di ba? It's like simple lang, di ba? We can use the community to build. No need to build the road. So sit up mo lang, so then we can hold the water continuously.
Mhm.
And if I have water in that dam, a height of 3 meters by 300 meters, yung farmers magiging masaya na. Kasi experience namin nung bata kami. As nasa bukid, hindi kami nagugutom that time. Bakit? Pag mag-harvest na kami ng palay, alam mo yung mga rice field namin,
Yeah.
aalisin namin yung water, maghuhukay kami ng hole na hanggang sa tuhod. And morning, wow, you have dalag, you have hito, tilapia, gurami, martinico.
So there's aquaculture as well, sir.
Yes, so that time. So hindi kami nagugutom na farmers, di ba? But right now, most of the farmer, wala na silang yung palay na lang, di ba? Wala na sila yung mga side, kumbaga side income. Kung tawagin, wala nang dalag dyan, wala na
Yeah.
yung mga karpa, martinico, gurami. I do not know kung narinig mo yung mga isda na yan. Baka hindi mo na alam yan, di ba? But, udang, di ba? But when you have the water, itong ating tinatawag na beaver dam, di ba? Tawag natin beaver dam because our inspiration is yung hayop na beaver. I call it biomimicry. So sabi ko nga, lahat ng ginawa ng Diyos nandyan na lang. We just study, pag-aralan natin sila. And then try to solve. Hindi naman gumawa ang Diyos na ready na, di ba? So you have to connect nature. Bakit yung paano lumilipad yung ibon, di ba?
Right.
Paano yung butterfly, paano ang ginagawa ng hayop
Yeah.
na ito, paano yung isda. So yun po yung pinag-aaralan ko.
So for our listeners, ito pong beaver is an animal found in the North America.
Yes,
ano po?
yes.
Na gumagawa po sila using sticks, mud,
Yes.
stones to create a natural dam.
Yes, they are the best engineer in
Ang
that
galing,
town, diba? So that's our inspiration. So
Okay.
and then mountain, nakita ko, pinag-aralan ko yan, a totally dry mountain. When you put a beaver, wow, give them 3 years, 5 years, wow, mabubuhay ulit yung
Yung
mga
ecosystem niya.
bubuhayin niya yung ecosystem. Kasi pag may water ka, then magkakaroon ka ng halaman, kahoy, di ba? Then pag may kahoy ka, dadating na yung mga birds, iba-ibang mga hayop na yan, di ba? So magkakaroon ka ng ecosystem. Tuloy-tuloy na yan. Di ba? So that's how to regenerate the nature. So that's why yung ating ginagawang beaver technology, summer agriculture, we will have a sustainable agriculture. Dalawa kasi yan, di ba? So pag ubos na yung tubig ng dam natin, may backup tayo. We call it water bank. Water bank is a system kung saan pag umulan, iipunin ng system natin, ilalak yung water. The good thing that is a very light materials, pwede nating buhatin kahit saang place ng mountain. We can put that. Then pag ubos na yung tubig natin dito, this is the next water. And we can do precise farming by integrating yung tinatawag na drip irrigation technology. So yung halaman mo para siyang nasa ICU, binibigyan mo ng tamang tubig.
Drip irrigation.
Yes. So I believe if the government give us a chance to do this, I think give me the mountain na totally denuded and I can show to them, I can reforest, no? Why? We have now the technology. Bigay mo sa akin yung bundok na kugon. And sad to say, Philippines, before the Spanish arrived, actually we are one of the most biodiversified country.
Mhm.
Ang kahoy natin mula Apitong, Malabayabas, Magkuno, hanggang sa Puti yan. So we have almost lahat ng kahoy. Kaya lang what happened for after how many years, pinutol yan. The Spanish use also the kahoy natin, di ba?
Yes.
And then after the Spanish, dumating Americans, dumating in 60s, ang ating GDP is based on forestry. We cut almost lahat ng kahoy, di ba? Hindi natin pinatawad yung bundok, di ba? So, ngayon, I think there is a big problem now in the north. Why? Kasi yung mga bundok na hindi na natataniman before, di ba? After cutting trees, di ba? So, what happened kugon ngayon, di ba? Because of the discovery of the glyphosate, di ba? Glyphosate is a herbicide. So, they spray. So, patay lahat ng kugon yan. So, what will happen? Yung bundok ngayon dyan, makita mo, Isabela to Cagayan, puro brown. Then tag-ulan ka magtatanim na ng mais, di ba? Because of the GMO corn, it's very resistant to pests, di ba? So, well, there is impact to the farmer, di ba? But what is happening right now? Sabi ko, the Cagayan River na dirinidrige nila, give me 5 years to 10 years. All the soil magkakaroon na naman ng siltation, di ba? So, I think they should avoid because the problem yan, Kasi na-expose mo na, wala ka ng canopy yan. Kahit anong, pag umulan yan, dahan-dahang iwawash out niya. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, hanggang unfertile na yung soil.
Soil.
So that's the problem. Diba?
So, sir, you mentioned about the benefits, no, of the waste cycle
Yes.
art. Construction, furniture, agriculture, you said?
Aquaculture also.
Aquaculture. And then you mentioned renewable energy, sir.
Yes, yes.
How does your renewable energy play into this?
Well, we will use that board maging form natin to create our blades. Okay, our renewable energy is still based on turbine. Kasi most of the power generation naman, they are based on turbine, di ba? It's only photovoltaic, the solar, di ba? Wind is based on turbine, hydro is based on turbine, nuclear is still based on turbine.
So the blades can be created out of trash or recycled plastics? Sir?
Yes. So the good thing with this one, kasi ito under the sirin yung ating technology, di ba? So the problem there is corrosion. Although siya ay magiging form lang, may coat pa tayo doon, di ba?
Right.
So we will do coating pa rin doon. It is form na ipo-form na lang natin. It's a forming materials natin siya.
Okay. So how do you, sir, usually, I'm sure dumaan ng napakaraming prototype versions itong mga different products niyo, sir.
Yes.
Kamusta, sir? Kwentuhan nyo naman kami kung paano nyo na-come up yung pinaka-final design nyo or prototype.
Oh yes, it's very good, di ba? So actually yung Vivar, nakita natin inspiration sa
Yes.
di ba? So wow, this one, di ba? And then when I travel in Europe, wow, I do not know if it's inspiration. I stayed in very old hotel, and when I was in that hotel, I dream mayroong dumadating mga ideas sa akin. And then I do not know kung dream, di ba? But it's happened 3 times, no? Every night. And in my dream, nakatulog ako, paghiga ko, may humihilang tao sa akin.
Okay.
Tapos may design, initial, mayroong doon sa table, may nakaupong mga tao. First night, wow, it's nightmare. Pangalawa, ganun din. On the third night, the owner of hotel told me, let yourself go. And then,
out of the blue, sir.
Yes.
Kahit hindi niya alam na
Yeah.
nananaginip ka ng gano'n.
And then, wow, that drawing, that design is ginagawa ng 5 tao. And then, sabi niya, sino yung tao na yun? So, we went to the old house, dun sa hotel. Sa paintings yan. That's why, yung Tesla dyan nabuo actually. Andun si Medici, si Alessandro Volta, andun si Leonardo, si Brunelleschi. I do not know Brunelleschi, but nung tinuro ko siya yan.
Painting yun, sir, sa bahay.
Yes.
Sa hotel.
Yes. So, sila yung tao na yun. So, that's where I start. And then, when I stayed, palagi ako dyan, the owner of hotel, may pinakita siya sa akin. Limuel, calm down. Sabi niya, pumunta kami sa tunnel. Why the Roman Empire become a great empire? Alam yung ano? Because of water. They were able to move thousands of miles of water from place to place.
Yes.
So that's dun ko pinattern. Wow, sabi ko, they have the great technology. So nakita ko ano yung technology na ginamit. So actually part of our technology na Vivardam, it's the old Roman technology empire. So yan yung gagamitin natin. So, and then we perfect. So, ay nakita, wow, that technology is perfect. So, even you ask for mga PCCs, mga engineer, when they will see our technology, wow, it's really working.
Just to be sure, sir, just to clarify, Tesla Arc, hindi po kayo yung nangongolekta nung sachets, yung mga used plastic, single-use plastics.
Hindi. No, we don't do that. But we have a monthly na clean up. But it's small scale, di ba? So right now, because of the APR, there is, I think it's a timing, yung Expanded Producers Act right now.
Okay.
That every private company, if you are contributing too much of the plastic you have to recover. And we spoke to one company, it's a big company here. Imagine 40% ng kanilang waste, they have to have a system kung paano nila nare-recover.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's a right timing, no? So that's why sila na mismo ang nagdadala sa site, sa production. So that they will have a credit, no? So kailang sa kanila, they do not know kung saan pupunta kasi some they will use for fuel, ginagamit sa cement plant, ganun, no? So, yung sa atin naman, the good thing sa atin, pag dinala sa site, nagiging board siya. So, you have a very tangible products. So, But right now, although hindi ko pa na ma-explain mabuti, di ba? We are innovating another, di ba? Because waste is a household problem yan, di ba? Doon pa lang sa start, andyan na yung problem, di ba? Lalo-lalo na plastic. Plastic is a logistic issue yan. Imagine a bottle. Paano pagkakasyahan 100 plastics na sa maliit na basurahan mo, di ba? Tapos sa barangay. So we are doing a big innovation into this problem right now. I think within this year we will launch that, no? So plastic will not be an issue anymore. So yun yung one problem natin. Also, yung nabubulok na basura, dalawa yan, di ba?
Yeah.
Basurang plastic, yung nabubulok. So we have solution now. So we have existing 6 towns implementing this technology. So we have insect, tawag namin, the black soil Hermetia illicens, that convert all those biodegradable waste into protein at saka biofertilizer.
Were there any surprising outcomes, sir, during your process of innovation, sir? Meron kayong mga hindi nyo akalain na ito palang resulta or insights from your stakeholders?
Yes, actually, we have a lot of surveys because of the waste. No? Nagulat kami, marami palang application. Diba? Nagulat kami, we can do this for making aquaculture, increasing yung output because of the beaver dike. Diba?
Paano nyo nalaman ito, sir?
Well, siguro through experience. Diba? Through work. Kasi sometimes invention is through experience.
Mm-hmm.
Nakita mo yung problem because I work with URCs, aquaculture. So nakita ko there is a big problem, no? For the fish ponds, most of that you build the dike after 3 to 5 years because it's hand below, umulan yan, kahit lagyan mo ng mangrove yan, bibigay yan, di ba? So after 5 years, 3 years yung iba, or yung iba nga every year they have to rebuild their dike again, di ba? Yung iba naman, there is a challenge na pag na-build mo naman, maganda siya, there are a lot of other species like crab na bubutasin yan. So that's why, sabi ko one day I can innovate here. Because if I have that, controlled water, there will be a sustainable aquaculture. So I think that's the thing na tinitignan natin. In a few years, give us a few years, we could be the biggest exporter of seawater fish. Yeah.
I'm sure, sir, there are a lot of challenges involved, sir. Could you give us one example, sir, of ano pong pinaka-challenge na nakikita nyo and or naranasan nyo about this technology and paano nyo po siya na-overcome?
Yes, of course. One of the challenge, diba? Because I am just a private person, diba? So of course funding. Why other country they are very quick on launching their innovation? Because there are a lot of financer backing them up, diba? Kasi ang invention naman hindi naman perfect kahit nasa isip mo yan. Kulang yan. So kaya tawag ko yung R&D is not research and development, research and destroy. No, because some of yung ginawa, destroy mo yan, di ba? So then you create another one, you keep on continuing until you perfect, di ba? So yun yung mga challenge na kakan natin. So sabi ko, given the chance, there is a backup na funder, we can launch this very quick, di ba? So that's one of the biggest challenges, di ba? And then of course, connecting the science, connecting the mathematical, it's a challenge also. Because the idea sometimes is working, but when you apply, mukhang hindi kulang, di ba? So you need to dig deeper pa. No? So I think that's the challenge. So there are a lot of nights that you don't have to sleep. Many days. Minsan tulog mo isang oras lang, dalawa. Yes. So especially when we have to do something na kailangang i-launch na. So lot of nights you don't have to sleep, kumbaga mga kunting oras lang, di ba?
I like your term, sir, research and destroy.
Yes.
Tingin niyo, sir, nakailang destroy na kayo ng prototypes niyo?
Years na yan, di ba?
Years worth of
yes. It's years.
Changing, constantly changing and improving.
Yes. But of course, the good thing naman, it's not only me, di ba? There are some group also doing some research, di ba? So there are other company, they're advancing now. I think some of our technology, like the renewable, hindi magmamaterialize to without other contribution from other country. Because I think it's timing also because of the advance in material science. Andyan na sila Dow DuPont, sila Evonik. So they are doing also sila SKF. So kumbaga, it's like Apple. Ang Apple, hindi naman si Steve Jobs ang nag-invent yan, di ba? The glass is already invented by Dow Corning already long time ago. Ito Gorilla Glass, di ba?
Mhm.
So also cellphone, di ba? So what Steve Jobs do is the innovate, connecting the dots, di ba? So tayo, ganun din tayo. So but then the heart, yung puso ng invention na sa atin. No? Some of the material, we will collaborate. So to me, invention is a collaboration also.
That's wonderful. So, hindi lang po pala ito ay parang no man is an island, no inventor is an island.
Oh
So,
yes. Kailangan mo maraming collaboration. Because if you will not collaborate, wow, it will take you more years to have your commercial time.
I like that. And looking back, sir, meron po ba kayong mga actions or things na sana ito na lang ginawa ko or sana iniba ko to? Mga regrets on past actions about the technology?
Well, there are some mga ideas na sabi ko mukhang hindi nag-work na sa invention you have right now I have more than 30s in pipeline. So
Yeah.
mayroong mga technology na itatabi muna, di ba? So mayroong kang nakatabi noon na kailangan mo nang ilabas kasi ito yung kailangang solution, di ba?
Paano nyo na-prioritize yun, sir? Sa napakaraming nakapila na
Well, I'm looking
great ideas.
around ano ba yung current problem and yung immediate na kailangang biglang solution, di ba? So kagaya nitong tinatawag nating summer agriculture, all we know that we have a sustainable food, but what happening of the climate change issue. So I think this is now the time na kailangan gawin ng madali yan. Because sabi ko nga, kung hindi tayo magte-take action about the climate issues right now, I think the earth will not be the same again by 2040. So everyone is contribution lahat, di ba? So kaya nakita natin, well, I'm happy with the waste cycle art because we will solve many issues, di ba? Basura will be part of the climate issues, climate mitigation. So that's why we are prioritizing this one.
Napakaraming applications.
Yes,
indeed,
yes.
sir.
But the good thing with our waste cycle art, everyone could be contributor, no? Bakit? Based sa data, kahit i-compute mo, about more than 3.5 kilos contribution natin sa basura a year. Even a newborn kid na 1 year, di ba? About 3.5 kasi may diaper yan. So, yung ating ginawa rito, magiging part everyone kung magko-contribute. Like in school, di ba? Mayroon tayong MAPE, music and art, di ba? They are using canvas for their paintings. So, mayroon kaming ginawa, instead of canvas, yung aming waste cycle board. Doon
Could be
muna,
a blank canvas.
yes, yun na ang ipapalit mo. And the good thing, ikaw, nakatulong ka, di ba? How many kilos? At may certificate ka how many kilos also. So
Wow.
we also have pang art. Mayroon din yung wall clock na gawa sa basura.
Wow.
So
Daming applications
yes,
talaga,
yes,
sir,
we
talaga.
also made that chessboard. And then some of industry na gusto nila nagpapagawa ng logo out of that. So I think that's with make us happy also. Alam mo yung
Yeah.
isang ginagawa mo nagkaroon ng relasyon. Actually yun yung gift sa iyo, yung reward mo. I'm sorry, it's the reward for being an inventor. Pag one of your invention na materialized na some are very happy what you are doing. So I think that is the greatest reward. Financial, secondary lang.
That's amazing and very, very inspiring, sir. For us listeners po dito, na nasa brink na sila ng creative discovery nila, sir. Ano pong ma-advise ninyo sa kanila?
Well, for those lahat ng innovator, no? Lahat ng inventor, sabi ko nga that's what we need in our country because Tesla Park doesn't monopolize technology. We inspire people. Sabi ko, tayo mga kabataan, yung mga bata ngayon, tayo po mag-innovate for a greater country, no? So, well, in innovating invention, you have a lot of challenge. Maybe your idea, you think na very good, di ba? Yung pala kulang pa, di ba? But you have to refine like gold, di ba? Ang gold, parang nagmamahal ang value habang sinusunog mo yan, di ba? Habang nire-refine mo. So, same in invention, di ba? You take a lot of challenge. I like the word of Thomas Alva Edison. When he discovered yung incandescent bulb, tinanong siya, ilang failure? No, I tried 1,000 times, that doesn't work.
Oh.
So, ganun din ang invention. So, many trials, diba? Many things na itong idea ko na ito, hindi pala obra, hindi obra, ito mukhang okay, malapit-lapit, until makuha mo yung tamang ingredients. It's like a chemistry rin. You are doing a lot and then you come out what is the best product.
Thank you for sharing with us that, sir. To close, sir, are
Yes.
there any upcoming projects and what's next for Lemuel?
Well, I think I just want to share that by July 9 to 12, na-invite tayo ng World Invent Singapore to exhibit our waste cycle art.
Wow.
Yes, so I just want to announce na yung art natin ipifeature dun sa exhibition.
Global, sir, ano?
Yes. Although Singapore, wala silang problema sa basura kasi their waste is going into energy. Yeah. So, but then nakita nila ginagawa natin.
But
So,
Singapore is a melting pot of different
Oh, yes,
countries.
yes,
It's
yes.
it's
it's a very innovative country. Singapore, it's an innovation hub country. What I can say there.
any final thoughts, sir, that you want to share with our audience?
Well, pagdating sa invention, ito lang masabi ko. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world
Yeah.
are the one who really do. So, I am one of the crazy. So, dapat magiging crazy thinker tayo, di ba? So, we invite lahat ng innovator to contribute for our country. So, tayo na sa atin ang solution, no? Sa mga innovator, sa pag-unlad ng country.
I like that. Crazy thinking. The wildest ideas come from making lots of ideas, thinking about wild ideas.
Yes, yes.
That was Lemuel Arizo. Thank you for joining us, sir, in this
Yes,
podcast.
welcome, Steve. Thank you for inviting us here.